Oxford, the city of dreaming spires, is best known as the home of one of England's ancient universities. But Oxford also has a more modern tradition as a centre of Britain's automotive industry. Though the assembly lines have moved elsewhere, body parts are still pressed in the suburb of Cowley and in nearby Swindon by the Rover Group, successor to Morris, Austin, BMC and British Leyland.
Here in Swindon and at Cowley we've stamped parts for the automobile industry for over 30 years. C Press Shop here in Swindon, built in 1960, was a modern facility when it first started production.
Two of the press lines in the C Shop at Swindon have been equipped with Doppin automation systems from Olofström. Line 3 was automated in the autumn of 1988. A year later, this Doppin line feeder was installed at the head of line 17, together with loaders, unloaders and shuttler interpress conveyors. In the autumn of 1988, line 20 in the Cowley stamping shop was equipped with Doppin feeders and shuttlers. A line feeder was added in the spring of 1989. Let's look at line 17 in Swindon first. This line stamps boot floors of 0.8mm zinc-coated steel. It's equipped with the latest type of continuous line feeder, with two destacker units. One of them can be loaded with a fresh stack of blanks, while the other is in operation to maintain a non-stop supply. Meanwhile, the other destacker picks blanks off the stack and delivers them to stamping at up to 10 per minute. The blanks measure 1460 by 1770mm and are zinc-coated on one side. The blanks are transported by magnetic conveyor belts. Fanning magnets separate the blanks at the top of the stack so that only one is picked up at a time. The lifting table gradually rises to maintain a constant pickup height. The magnetic conveyors first feed the blanks through a washing and lubricating box. A clean surface is essential for good results. Fingers on the feed table stop the blanks in the right position for transfer into the die of the 1500-ton double-action press by a Doppin feeder. Another Doppin feeder extracts stampings from the lead press and places them on a shuttler, equipped with a turnover unit to invert them before they enter press number 2. This is a single-action 800-ton press, like the others after it. The bolster width in all presses is 144 inches, 3.6 meters. The shuttler between presses 2 and 3 is a single carriage type designed for straightforward feed without turnover. The next shuttler has a side shift action to align the stampings with the offset die in press number 4. After drawing, piercing and bending, the boot floors are ready for shipment to the assembly shops. Doppin automation helps to ensure that they come through the press line with a protective galvanized coating undamaged. Now let's leave Swindon and move on to Cowley. This is line 20, where inner rear door panels are stamped 2 at a time in matching right and left hand pairs. This is possible because the presses have a bolster width of 184 inches, 4.7 meters. The first two are single-action hydraulics, with a pressing force of 2,000 tons, loaded by Doppin feeders. The line is served by a continuous line feeder of the same type as the one we saw in Swindon. There is no need to stop the line when a pallet load of blanks is exhausted, because one of the lifting tables can be run out, loaded with fresh blanks and repositioned while the other is at work. The blanks are delivered to the line pre-cut to shape from 0.65mm sheet steel. Each weighs 6.6 kilos. Doppin loaders and unloaders maintain a high throughput rate. The Doppin shuttler, equipped with a special tooling carriage, quickly moves the stampings onto press number 2, where the window openings are cut out. And so it goes on down the line, with feeders and shuttlers working in close coordination. The third press finishes the job. This is a single-action press with a force of 1,350 tons. The Doppin unloader has 2 sets of tooling and works in 2 steps. Right and left panels coming off the line are sorted into separate racks for transport to Rover's assembly plants. Doppin automation has uprated the capacity of the line. The actions of the various automation units are coordinated by signals from sensors on the tooling and the pressed dies. Each unit has its own control panel for pre-programming and monitoring. This one controls the timing of a shuttler. Each unit keeps the control system informed of where it is and which way it's moving at all times. The loader's control panel tells it when to make its stroke, pausing until the press is ready to be loaded. The unloader is likewise told when it can go ahead and pick up a stamping out of a press. This is a combined panel that controls the action of a loader and a shuttler with turnover. Graham Isles is the principal engineer in charge of press mechanization in the Rover Group. Let's hear what he has to say.
At this point in time, and following extensive investigations into other types of automation equipment, we decided that Doppin feeders are the most suited to our method of manufacture. They give the flexibility required to run all types of panels. Old tools as well as new tools can be automated, and all panels which have previously been unloaded with swinging arms or straight line unloaders can be successfully extracted with the Doppins. Our quality has also improved dramatically in 2 ways. One, when carefully set up, mislocations and handling damage are now almost nil. And 2, the use of head-of-line wash lube is especially important with zinc-coated material, as reworking the surface destroys the protective coating. In addition to quality improvements, one of the significant savings has been the saving on pack changeover times due to the continuous destacker at the head of line. We've also achieved a big saving in direct labour. Working 3 shifts as we do, 8 operators saved per line actually saves 48 people on 2 lines per day. Another reason for the selection of the feeders is the reliability of the equipment. We've had one line installed for over 10 years which is performed with only the absolute minimum of maintenance. In conclusion, I cannot find any equipment more suitable or suited to our methods of production and press shops than the OF Strong press automation equipment.
Doppin, a flexible and reliable automation system that can save time and money in a press shop whilst raising both the output and the quality of finished work.